What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about some crypto tips and tricks in this video. This video is going to pertain specifically toward good habits, things that are good habits in crypto, whether it's your first cycle, whether it's your third cycle like me, whether you've got more experience than that, whether it's your first day. These are all good habits to put into practice, at least in my opinion. None of this is financial advice. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Okay, so first and foremost, there is a plethora of things that you should be aware of whenever it comes to crypto. There's so many things, right? And especially whenever it comes to security. And a lot of this is going to pertain towards security. Whenever it comes to finances, whenever it comes to anything in the world of finance, and crypto is part of finance, right? It is part of that world of money. Scams run rampant, right? There are a lot of scams. What I want to talk about first is how you can avoid being scammed with exchanges, right? Because there are all kinds of crypto exchanges. A lot of them are legit, but there's a lot of them too that are not legit, and that even will allow you to deposit money on their exchanges, will allow you to trade on their exchanges. But when you try to pull money off the exchange, you have a hard time pulling money off. They won't let you pull it off. That's a problem. So to avoid that, a good habit to have in practice, this is something that I have every time that I use a new exchange, I send $1 to it. First off, I make sure that I can send $1 to it. I make sure that, and it's whether it's in USDT, whether it's in probably not Bitcoin, not something that's going to be expensive to send, right? You'd want to send it in something that's cost effective if you're just doing a test. Otherwise, it's going to die. But send a test run. And then what you do after that is immediately you withdraw it, right? And it might take a second, but that's a good kind of way to establish that you can at least send funds and pull funds off of the exchange, right? And then you can familiarize yourself with the fees, familiarize yourself with how long it takes. Maybe you send, if you want to send Bitcoin there, you can see that it takes longer. But if you send anything else like Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Solana, probably not Solana, at least not from Coinbase. If it's Solana being sent from anything else, it's probably fine. But if you're sending Solana off of Coinbase, it'll take years. They just have a problem with that. But really anything other than Bitcoin is probably going to be really fast and really cheap to do it. So always send money to the exchange first to make sure it's legit, and then try to withdraw and make sure you can get it off. If you can send and withdraw, it's a legit exchange, okay? On the note of exchanges, I think everybody should have multiple exchanges. Just because I think everybody should have multiple exchanges doesn't mean that you have to. Me personally, I have about 7 different exchanges that I have access to, maybe more. It just centralized exchanges. I have 7 exchanges that I have access to. Decentralized wallets and applications, more than that. You should have a plethora of avenues to get in and out of not just stocks, but crypto as well, right? You should have a plethora of options to store your money so that if something goes wrong with one exchange, hopefully it's not going wrong with another exchange, right? Hopefully you've got a little bit of diversity in that kind of sense. And even if, and a lot of people think whenever you get a new exchange, that you need a new exchange, you need multiple exchanges because one exchange holds this coin, but the other exchange holds a different coin, right? You want exposure to have your variety, your options at your disposal. And that's a good reason to have multiple exchanges, but I think an even better reason is security. Forget about having different coins on different exchanges. What if you have the same coin on different exchanges? What if you have so much of, let's just say XCN, for example, because that's a big coin that's pumping lately here, and that's one of the coins we talk about on the channel regularly. What about Bitcoin Cash? What about Litecoin? What about Bitcoin itself, Ethereum, whatever it is that you have? And you have it all on just one exchange. What if it's $10,000, $100,000? It's your life savings. What if it's millions of dollars that you have and it's just on one exchange? You have it all in one coin. You should take that all in one coin, split it, and put it into multiple exchanges, right? Have that $100,000 in Bitcoin Cash across 5 exchanges. Have that $1 million in Litecoin across several exchanges, right? Diversify it that way, because then it's also secure. If you're in America, the more exchanges you have, the more coverage of insurance you have, essentially. Crypto is not FDIC insured, but through a series of loopholes, like Coinbase basically does FDIC insure your money. So it's good for that reason, right? If you have a wife or a husband, if you're a woman watching this, if you have a spouse, someone that you can trust, that with money, you know, put money in their accounts too. You're married, share the money, whatever. Put money in their accounts too. You both have Coinbase accounts, but now you're both insured with separate amounts, right? You take your stack of Bitcoin Cash, you split it up amongst each other, and now you're using the same exchange. We have both two different accounts, both of which are insured individually. It just makes things more secure. And then if you get hacked, hopefully your wife or your husband doesn't get hacked. If one exchange gets hacked or one exchange is going through maintenance, hopefully all the others that you have opportunities to use are not going through maintenance as well, right? It opens the doors to a lot of possibilities that are good possibilities to have multiple exchanges, and it closes the doors of a lot of inconveniences, right? It doesn't shut off inconveniences completely, but it makes you better suited for them when they do come along, especially in ways of like exchange hacks or manipulation. Sorry, not manipulation. I meant to say maintenance. Okay. With multiple exchanges, you should have multiple emails. You've heard this your whole life. They tell you whenever you get a Facebook account, an Instagram account, a Snapchat account, a MySpace account, use different emails, or not use different emails, use different passwords, right? Use different passwords, all that stuff. But you never do. You use the same email, you use the same password for all your accounts. You don't care because you don't remember anything, so you want to remember that, right? And even that one password and that one email you can't remember. Or you're going to have to get over that. You're going to have to get over that, and you're going to have to start doing things right, because this is money. This is your money. This is your life savings, and it matters. It's not just some random social media account that if it gets hacked, it's just an inconvenience that people are getting hacked and they're scamming you, trying to pretend to be you. No, this is your money. This is your life savings. If it's not your life savings, you're probably new to crypto. If you've got at least like a few months in crypto, you will soon see that you should not have life savings anywhere else than in crypto, right? It seems like a big leap to take at first. Once you make that leap though, you feel safe. You feel so much more safe. It's a lot more of a beautiful adventure having your life savings in crypto than it is in banks, but there comes risks, and that's why you need multiple emails. Every exchange that I have, every single one, is tethered to a separate email. Every single email is tethered to a separate password, okay? I do not remember every single email. Well, I do remember most of them, and I have a mnemonic device. I have a way of memorizing the passwords, but I don't remember all of them, and I get some of them confused sometimes. So I have them written down. I do not have them written down digitally. I have them written down physically. There's a couple of them I do have written down digitally on a device that's not, it's an old device technically, and I keep it. It's however you want to do it. However you want to do it. Have your information stored physically. If it's digital, make it safe. There are safe ways to do things digital, but don't upload it to anything that could get hacked or anything like that, right? If it's like a screenshot on your phone, as long as you're not using any sites or like clicking on any phishing scams or any kind of random links or stuff like that, I think it's fine. You don't allow someone access to your phone. I think it's fine. But personally, I think writing it on a piece of paper, keeping it somewhere safe, don't keep it under your mattress. I mean, if you want to, whatever, just put it somewhere safe where your kids won't find it, where if a house fire happens, it doesn't get burned down, because this is your money. It does matter. Okay, keep your emails and your passwords safe. Make a bunch of different emails for your exchanges. Make a bunch of different passwords for your emails and for the exchanges as well. None of them should be the same, because if they are the same and somebody gets access to your email and to your password for just one exchange, and that's the same for other exchanges, you guys, this is finance. They're looking for stuff like this. They want this, and if they have access to one account, they will probably see that there are other accounts attached to that email too, and they will try it on those other accounts. Don't make it easy. Make it a pain in the ass for you to get into these exchanges. Make it a pain in the ass for you to set yourself up for crypto. That way it's a pain in the ass for these guys, these scammers, to try and take it away from you. It should be a pain in the ass for them. Don't make it easy, okay? And with that, I think I've run out of things to say. Essentially, it's just all about security and just some tips that I adopted whenever I first got into crypto. I think anybody and everybody should practice this, right? Every time, especially what really inspired this to me was just me literally sending money from wallet to wallet the other day, moving things around with some meme coins and bridging things across different blockchains, is that you should always always, very good practice. It might seem tedious. It might even be a waste of money, but you should always send a practice run first. Take $1, send it to the new wallet address. And if it gets there, cool, perfect. If it's an exchange, send it there. If you've never used it before, and then pull it off. If you can do both those things, cool. It's a safe exchange to use. If you have a problem doing either of those things, then you shouldn't use the exchange. It's as simple as that. And I got nothing else for you guys. So hit the like button, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Thank you all for being here. Bye-bye.